Gents, in this worded question, we're going to solve a series of questions that initially make us plot 2 points and a line and find what the equation is. If we look at the start, it says the following information applies to filling a flask with water at a constant rate. In each case, find a rule for the volume in terms of the minutes. So V litres in terms of T minutes. Initially, i.e. at T equals 0, the flask is empty, V equals 0. So that there is our first coordinate, 0, 0. And after 1 minute, it contains 4 litres of water. Well, what we can do is write another coordinate there, 1, 4. Hopefully, that is making sense to you. So it says that initially, the flask is empty. So at 0 minutes, there's no water in there. After 1 minute, there is 4 litres of water in there. Suddenly we've got 2 points and we can actually plot them into a graph. We'll have a go at doing that now. 0, 0 and 1, 4. So if we add a graph page, what we want to do is we want to add 2 points. So to do that, we go to Geometry, Points and Lines, Point. And we can just add 2 points wherever we want. We hit Escape to get out of point. What we need to do now is we need to get the coordinates being displayed on each of our points. So we go to Menu, Actions, Coordinates and Equations, and hover over the top and click twice to insert those coordinates. We then get out of there. Remember that we wanted to plot the points 0, 0 and 1, 4. So what we want to do here is double click into the numbers on the coordinates and change them to that. So change this one to 0 and 0. And then we want to plot the second point at 1 and 4. Now that we've got the 2 points, we want to join them with a line. To do that, we go to Menu, Geometry, Points and Lines, and we want to add a line. Once we've got this, we click on the point and then click on the second point and it will add that line. We then hit Escape. We've now plotted the line, we've got the coordinates being displayed. The last thing that we need to display is the actual equation. To do that, we go back to the Actions, Coordinates and Equations section, and if we hover over the top, it will display our line. Back to our original question, find a rule for volume in terms of minutes? Well, we've found that the equation says y equals 4x. X being our time, y being the litres. So if we were to write this down, it was y equals 4x, and we knew that x was time and y was volume. So that would be the answer for our first one. From here, the next few questions become considerably easier. Because we've already got that in our calculators, we can just change the coordinates or the equation depending on what we're told. For the second question, it says the flask is empty. So our first coordinate is 0, 0. Our next coordinate says after 3 minutes it contains 9 litres. 3, 9. So we go to our graph. 0, 0 stays the same. This one goes to 3 and 9. Obviously, it is out of screen. So we go to Menu, Zoom Window, Zoom Out. We hit there, that looks like the center, hit Escape, and we can see that we've got our 2 points and our equation has changed to y equals 3x. So we can say that here y equals 3x, which is actually going to be v equals 3t. Moving forward into our next question, this says after 1 and 2 minutes, the flask has 2 and 3 litres of water respectively. So we need to be careful about how we write these coordinates. After 1 minute, it has 2 litres. After 2 minutes, it has 3 litres. So it's going to be 1, 2 and 2, 3 If we change this to 1, this to 2, and the second one to 2 and 3, we can now see that our equation has changed to y equals x plus 1. That should be up there. Y equals x plus 1. So we can go back to here and go y equals x plus 1, which is actually volume equals time plus 1. There's the answer for our third question. Moving forward into our fourth question, I'll do this one in red. After 1 and 2 minutes, the flask has 3.5 and 5 litres respectively. So after 1 minute, it has 3.5 litres. After 2 minutes, it has 5 litres. So 1 and 3.5. We can change this to 3.5. The 1 stays there. And the second one was changing to 2 and 5. Change that to 5. There's our 2 points. Our coordinates have changed and our equation has changed to y equals 1.5x plus 2. Y equals 1.5x plus 2, which of course is volume equals 1.5. Doesn't matter if you display it like that or like that. T plus 2. And there is the 4 answers for those questions using the coordinates to get the final equations for each of those.